had to rate yourself on an attractiveness scale of 1 to 10, what would it be and why?
It's a difficult one. I always had trouble answering that kind of question for myself or anyone else, but I guess like an 8 or a 9, because I feel like I'm pretty attractive, but at the same time there are a couple of features that I don't think are perfect, and I don't really stress about it because I'm grateful with what I have.
Like a 6, maybe 6.5.
4. Yeah.
Maybe a 6.
5. I feel pretty average.
Okay, man, I'm a 10, I figure. Right?
7. Because I like the number 10. And one of my attractive traits is humbleness.
Well, 7's above average.
Okay, 5.
I'm going to preface by this is an excellent question because it really puts people on the spot to sound like an asshole, and there's going to be a lot of people who want to go in with a very modest answer. But I would say an 8. Honestly, I think if someone takes the time to get to know me and that I am laid back and one of the most accepting people, and I think if they can handle me being opinionated and in your face, and that I'm not going to bat my eyes and be coy and submissive and the like, I think that definitely an 8.
Wow, that's a loaded question. And I say that because everyone's their worst critic. You know, you meet people wherever, you see them and you think they're attractive or not, but when you see yourself every day, you tend to pick out your own flaws. Right now, referring to the answer about the way before, I'd give myself a 7.
Okay.
I would have to say I would be a 1. I'm just not
The truth comes out.
Well, I'm definitely above average. Definitely. But I don't want to say like I'm a 10 because I think that there's always room for improvement. I would probably say a 9.
I don't know. That's bizarre. It depends on the day. It depends on...
Right now.
Right now? Oh my god. Right now, bitch. Okay, that's the fucking question. Right now. I don't know, maybe 6. Maybe 7. 7's my favorite number. I don't know, I would say 7 because I think one of the best things that makes someone attractive is confidence. And I don't feel very confident right now.
Well, hell, I'd probably give myself a 10. Just because I don't know, I have slightly a large ego in a way.
So I would give myself maybe a 7 or an 8. I have a very agreeable personality. I'm a really easygoing person, so that tends to up my score a little bit.
Well, I'm a little conceited, so I'd have to say I'm definitely a hard 7.
Maybe a 7, because I have fairly symmetrical features. I don't have any sort of obvious handicaps, I suppose. Okay, so my nose is kind of big and bent, my chin is a little bit small, my teeth are a little big, but to balance that out, I've got big eyes and big eyebrows. I don't know, 7. That's good.
At least an 8 or a 9
Okay.
on the,
Why?
physical appearance, and then, You know, probably like a 9 or a 10 for the, you know, whole personality aspect. And
overall, I think I'm kind of a messy person, probably like a 5 or 6. Why? But yeah, because I feel messy. I don't feel that physically attractive. I don't like my body. I don't really like talking about it either. As a personality, I think flaky is a good word to describe it. I have a very short attention span, and I have fluctuating moods that I'm sure irritate people so much. So that's not very attractive to me. I don't like people who are like that.
7. I like my appearance to a certain degree, but you know, that's not near what there is to me, so the other 3, blah. Yeah. 7.
Is this going beyond just physical? Okay. I would say that I wouldn't technically qualify myself or label myself as being attractive, so to speak, and I feel like it might just be because I have looked at myself for 21 years and I don't see anything like different or that great. It's kind of if you get a new sports car, yeah, it's awesome, but if you've been driving like a pretty okay car for years, you don't really realize, you know, as opposed to someone maybe having like a really wrecked car saying, oh, that car is really nice. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of analogy. But as far as personality added into it, I'd probably give myself like a 7.2. 0.36. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know. No, I really don't know. I don't like that question, John. That kind of sucks. Is this including, you know, everyone in the entire world? And that's what I'm going to assume. It's going to be including everyone in the entire world, so it's going to be including those very sexy, hot celebrities and stuff. Yeah. So I guess that would be a 5. I think that beauty is a huge part of personality and how you portray yourself to the world, and because I feel very comfortable with myself and you know, being myself and who I am inside out, I think that might jack it up to a 6.
I think I'm pretty attractive, but I'm not, I mean, you know, where the stars of Hollywood are. I don't know. I guess a 7.
Around 8. Because I definitely think that I'm more attractive than the average person, but that doesn't solely come, but it mostly comes from my attention from other people. When I see a picture of myself, or when I look at myself in the mirror, it's also one of the things where I see myself all the time. And so, you know, I see what I look like when I'm not so pretty. And I don't know if I personally think that I'm that attractive, but I've always been told that I'm attractive, and so I just assume that I'm more attractive than the average person.
Boy, that's a hell of a question. I would probably say a 5, because it's close to the top and it's close to the bottom, and more. It really comes down to the way you're seen. I mean, I feel self-confident and I feel self-aware. I feel that I'm a self-aware person, but you know, in this day and age, it doesn't really mean a whole hill of beans. It's you know, I can project whatever I want, but I'd say I'm in the middle, and then up and down. It's what people deem in their own eyes or in their own hearts. I think I'm satisfied with that answer.
Oh man, I'm way beyond 10, dude. There's no way to contain the beauty. Why, I don't know. It's just a gift.
1 to 10, maybe 6, 7, I think. I don't feel a little bit above average, but nothing spectacular.
I think I'd say I'm like an 8. I think I'm a pretty girl, but I also think that I'm so interested in other people. I have a lot of friends and I really care about people, and I think that that comes off. So, yeah, I don't seem to have a lot of difficulty becoming friends with people or dating, and so, yeah, I'd say I'm like an 8. I hope.
What's the word I'm looking for? I'm a little exotic kind of thing, especially with the hair and the brown skin and all of that, and especially like my spiritual nature and just the way that I look at life is a lot different from the way that a lot of people look at life. So with that, I would give myself an 8.
I've gotten a lot of positive reactions, but apart from that, I think I put myself at maybe an 8. If somebody like got to spend time with me, I'm definitely an 8. It's pretty solid, right up there. But if you just saw me, I'm like a 6.5. You know, if you like tall Jewish girls, I'm a 7.
I guess today I feel well and happy, so I guess a 10 right now.
Because when you're faced with somebody really beautiful, then you think, what good is any of your attractiveness compared to that? Because it could, and then you see somebody who just couldn't compete, and then you think, and then it's according to who's in the room. And
So generally, what number would you say?
so I'm saying 5 because I would go on both ends.
I'm definitely up there. But obviously, I would say I would give myself a 7.
Because I'm kind of average. But I guess once people get to know me, I mean, I guess could humor be considered? Yeah. So I'd say about a 6.5, 7.
God, it changes from day to day. Today I'm feeling around a 7. And I think I'm an attractive person, but sometimes I also feel like I've fooled people, if I've gotten dressed and, put on lots of makeup and a little sass to me, I feel like I really tricked them into thinking I'm beautiful.
Good day, I can get up to like a solid 8.5.
I'll probably like a 6.
Like 6 or something.
Why?
Because I'm not average, I'm like a little above average.
5, because you can go both ways.
11, because sometimes, when other people are only rocking you so hard, we go up just that extra notch.
I would rate myself a 10.
Maybe an 8 or 9. I'm pretty happy with myself.
I guess 6.
So I'd say if I had to put a number on like how physically attractive I feel, I'd probably put like a 7 or an 8 or something like that, because I feel like I'm kind of lucky in some way.
Eight, because I think I'm a good-looking guy.
I would say that I'm probably prettier than the average woman. So I would say average is 5. So I would say that I am probably a 7.
I'm going to say 7 because I feel like I've got a little bit of developing to do in every area before I am a 10.
I think, let's see, I'd give myself a 7. Maybe in terms of looks. I think my personality is probably better than my looks.
Like a 7.5, I'd say. Because I think, I don't know, I'm not busted.
An 8 or a 9, and there are definitely days when I would say, baby, you are a 10 today. But there's also days when I say, you know what, you are a 4, and that's not happening. Don't go anywhere.
That's really an awful question. I don't know, maybe a 9.
8.5 because I think I just really generally think I'm a really good person. I think that's my most attractive quality.
I would say I'm, average. I would put myself around a 5, I guess. I don't think I'm anything striking, but I don't think, I'm painful to look at at all.
Well, since you're not defining the terms of the scale,
10 being most attractive, 1 being least attractive.
well, duh, but what are the things that make up attractiveness is the problem. So if you're, I want to believe that who I am as a person is a large part of that, but I don't think that that's necessarily the question. So, I guess I'd go 8.
I don't see why I should be anything less than an 8. It works for me. There are days, though, that I wouldn't put myself anywhere near that category. I think it just depends. I think there are times that I would laugh at the idea of a scale whatsoever, because I'd kind of break it.
I would give myself a 10 because I don't know, why not?
I don't think that there would be any reason not to say that I'm a 10 because I'm unique and I can't compare myself to anyone else. So it's taken a long time to work to feel this way about myself, for sure. But I'm a 10.
Spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, I'm a 10. We all are.
10. 10. Perhaps 11. Yeah. 6 or 7. I like to think I'm above average. But I don't even think that I'd even want to be a 10. Just because, I know that sounds odd, but just the whole thing of being too beautiful and people taking you for granted and you taking yourself for granted, and I think that it's nice to sort of makes me more grounded.